Hey guys, welcome to yet another Python tutorial. Last time we met, I had showed you the application of nested if statements by developing a simple calculator. This tutorial, I'll show you the application of one more conditional statement, which is very useful when the programmer doesn't know how many times the loop has to run. And the statement is while statement. There are many loop statements like for loop, while loop and all, and the basic difference between the for loop and while loop is in for loop we know how many times the instructions inside the loop has to execute. Usually the user knows how many times these statements have to run, but whenever the user doesn't know how many times statements inside the loop to run, then he chooses to use while loop. And another difference between for loop and while loop is while loop the statement only executes if the statement becomes true. If any conditions we write here, if this is true, then only the program flows into the loop, and in for loop it is not the case. It simply gets enter into the loop and try to execute the statements inside the loop. The best way to learn the working of any instruction is through an example or through development of an application. In this tutorial, we shall make an interesting game known as number guessing game. Number guessing game. I'll give you a brief overview of this number guessing game. Here we use a random number generator to generate a number, and we store this number inside a variable, and we write a program in such a way that the computer asks the user to guess the number, and we give enough number of chances to the user to guess, because it's very difficult for any person to guess a number in a first shot. So we give say 4 chances or 4 to 5 chances to guess. Along with this we give some hints also. And what kind of hints that we shall see while we go along with the program, writing the program. So let me write the flow chart to understand in detail how this number guessing games go. First we shall start. We generate a random number. Generate a random number. Then we store it in a variable. Now we ask the player to guess the number. Ask the player to guess the number. Now we'll check whether the number is correct or not. If the guess is right, then we go directly to congratulate him, or we try to print out the results. And if the guess is wrong, if the guess is yes, we'll go to the results. If the guess is wrong, then we'll try to give the hints for him. The number guessed him, let us say A be the number guessed by the user, let B be the number to be guessed. If A is less than B, if the guessed number is lower than the actual number, then we print a message. So this is one of the hints we are giving. So print lower message that we shall see while writing the program. If it is not, then it must be A greater than B. So we print higher message. This we shall see while writing the program. Then we give enough number of chances. Let us say if the count reaches 4, If the count is 4, then if the count is equal to 4, then we go to the results. If the count is not, if the chances taken by the user is 4, he has already used the number of chances, then we have to print out the results. If it is not, then again we have to go for asking the numbers. So this is the flow chart. We shall write the program to this, and we shall fragment it out how to write. So first we need to generate a random number. To generate a random number, we have to use a module in Python, and the module name is random, which is associated with pseudo random number generators. So the function of this pseudo random number generator is, it simply gives a random number in any interval. So if I say 1 to 10, it gives some number which is chosen randomly. Next we need to obtain the user's choice. You have to ask the user to pick a number or to guess the number. In fact, it is to guess the number. Next, if the guess is wrong, then we need to give him the hints. That is, if the number he has guessed is if the number guessed is less than the actual number, we need to inform the user that the number guessed was lower, so that he will know that the number what he has guessed is lesser than the actual number, so he will guess the number which is greater than the guessed number. So if the number is greater than b, then we have to print a message that the number what you guessed was higher than the actual number. Then we need to check, has he used all the chances we have given to him. Check they haven't exceeded the number of tries. Finally, we'll write the end game status with proper results. All this will become very simple while writing the program. Let us write the program. So we need to import the random module. So we shall import random, and let us write a welcome message. Then we generate the random number, and we shall store it in a variable called number to guess, and this is using the module random dot, and it has to give me an integer, random integer, and let us take the number between 1 and 10. And let us take number of tries. We'll take a counter which keeps the track of how many chances the user has taken to guess the number. So now we shall put the guessed number. We ask the user to guess the number between 1 and 2, and the number guessed by the user is kept in the variable guess. Please guess the number. Next, while number to guess is not equal to guess, that is, the user input is not equal to the guessed number, the actual number, then we need to print a message stating that it was not a correct guess, or it was a wrong number. Wrong number. We'll write some messages. Then we'll see how many tries he has taken. Number of tries. If the number of tries is equal to 4, then we need to break from here. If the number of tries is not 4, then if the guessed number is less than the number to guess, then we need to give a hint to the user that your guess was lower than the number. Else, we need to print the guess was higher than the number. Once this is done, see, if the number of tries is not equal to 4, that is, if he is trying for the second time, then we have to give him another chance to guess the number. Or whenever if the number of tries is between 1 and 3, we need to give him the chances to guess another time. Input guess again, and once if he is allowed to guess any number, the counter should be increased by 1. So number of tries will be incremented to 1. So this completes the while loop, and this we have completed this part. This part of the flowchart we have completed. Now we have to come to the printout results. So if the guess is right, then we need to congratulate him. If the guess is wrong, we have to say him it is wrong, and so on. And if the guess is right, and we must tell the user that he has taken these many chances to guess the number. So if the number to guess, that is, if the user has guessed the right number, then we need to print we have to say that he has guessed the correct number, and we need to say how many chances he has taken. Goes to complete the game. Else, if the number is not right, we need to say what was the number he was supposed to guess. So that's it. The program is run, and let us see whether our program runs or not. to run this program. We have some error here. Need to put a colon. Now it is asking me to guess the number. Let me guess a number. Let me put 5. So from the first attempt itself, I guessed the right number. So it is showing me well done, you win. And let us take one more try. Again, it's asking me to guess the number. I'm putting 9. So it is clearly showing it's a wrong number, and it is giving me a hint. Your guess was higher than the number. So the number is less than 9. Now I know it is less than 9, and it is asking me to guess again. So I'll give 6. So now the 6 was the right answer, and it is telling me you took 2 goes to complete the game. So I took 2 chances. Let me run the program once again. It's asking me to guess the number. I'm putting 1. Sorry, wrong number. Guesses was lower than the number. So I put 2. Again, the guess was higher than the number. I'll write 6. Sorry, it's showing your guess was higher than the number. Then I'll put 8. So I have used all my attempts. So it has to stop somewhere. It cannot give me infinite times or 10 chances to guess numbers between 1 and 10. So it has given me, sorry you lose, and it has also given me with the number to be guessed. I was supposed to guess the number as 4, but I don't do that. And this is how the program goes. It's a very simple program, and hope you enjoy this, and I'll come up with some other program later. Thank you so much.